got really good defensive instincts. He makes really good reads on the defensive end to shoot the gap and get steals, and he rebounds his position. You know, he's not a knockdown three-point shooter, but he can get his own, and he's a really good wing scorer.
All right, Knicks fans, listen up. It is your time. The time is now. Oh, see, look, the fans are in the building. They are standing up. They are standing up in anticipation of who the New York Knicks are going to pick, and somewhere Spike Lee is sweating.
They're going to boo whoever it is anyway.
Please don't fumble the bag. We're going to need security getting up.
All right, let's just take a look at how exactly we got here. One playoff series win in the last 22 seasons, and let me tell you, I was living in New York City at the time. The Garden was on fire when that happened. RJ Barrett, 20 points per game. That's a career high for him, so that's a bright spot for New York. Julius Randle, though, the former most improved player, 20 points per game, 24 points per game in the 2020-2021 season.
Try to package that deal. Try to get.
Even the young fans,
they still try to get
Ivy. They still have hope. They're excited.
Mark my words.
Looking forward to the future. Bing bong. Do you get that reference?
Yes, sir. Young blood.
I do.
You see it? Bing bong.
I'm just making sure.
Knicks vibes. Knicks takes. They don't understand it.
Before. Let's get more modern. Talking about David Robinson, we got to get modern.
I'm just saying for us out there, I'm just making sure that the youngsters who are like, well, but what about Anthony Davis? What happened before him? What happened before he existed? Big perk. The Knicks are on the clock. The Knicks fans are hanging on every word that we are about to hear. What do the Knicks need?
You know what? I feel like the Knicks need to add shooting. They need to add perimeter play. Look, you already have R.J. Barrett, who I feel like is an up-and-coming star, but you need to add somebody that can knock down shots and a combo guy, a guard, in my opinion. You know, Kemba Walker didn't turn out to what they wanted him to be last season. I think you got to add some pieces there. Evan Fournier didn't have the best season for the Knicks. If you want to continue to build in the right direction, you got to add shooting.
Yeah, if you're adding shooting, you know, we've mentioned A.J. Griffin, who shot 46% from three. I would take a look at Malachi Branham from Ohio State if you want that kind of thing as well, because I think he's got a ton of upside. And another outstanding shooter is Ochai Agbaji from Kansas, national champion. I don't know if they would take him this high, but if they're looking for shooting, those are three good shooters.
Well, Perk, you went away from your big man. Oh, my gosh. Clearly the Knicks are on the clock because it just got a little bit louder in here.
You know what? I got tired of jinxing it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I jinxed my bigs. That's enough. I figure I'll go in another direction.
Well, again, it's getting louder and louder in here because the Knicks are getting closer and closer to picking who is going to be in the Garden next season. You mentioned Kemba Walker. Obviously, the Knicks and Kemba Walker's camp decided that perhaps they weren't the best fit. Kemba Walker was just a consummate professional throughout the season, a locker room leader, but R.J. Barrett seems to be the future of this team, Big Perk.
He is, and he keeps getting better. The things that we say he can't do, he comes out the next season and he proves us wrong this season.
Hang on to your butts. The pick is in. Who are the New York Knicks going to take? Let's find out from NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
With the 11th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Ousmane Dieng from Bordeaux, France.
Ousmane Dieng is headed to the Knicks. A mixture of cheers and boos, but don't worry, young man. That is just how they do it here in New York. They ride with you until the wheels fall off. Let me tell you a little bit about Ousmane Dieng. He enters the league after playing at INSEP Academy in Paris. He's made a strong impression on pro evaluators with his move to the NBL's Next Stars program. He had to compete against much older, more experienced pros to show a level of perseverance with his New Zealand Breakers because they were forced to play an entire season, Jay Billis, on the road in Australia because of COVID. And interestingly, you know, we always talk about who these guys compare to in the NBA, what experience they have under their belt. He's trained with his idol, Clippers wing, Paul George.
This is crazy! Who is this dude?
Senior NBA insider Adrian Woj.
Man, who is